Welcome. Let's begin by practicing translation of judgment. This skill will serve you in countless ways for the rest of your life. It will serve you internally for the judgments you have about yourself. It will serve you to translate the judgments you see around you in the world, and it will also serve you in the ability to help others translate their judgments. This is 80% of the work. If you want to be of service to those around you, this skill alone will get you most of the way there. It's incredibly simple, but it requires a lot of patience and practice before it becomes more natural. So we'll start with a body scan meditation. And this is about tuning into observing sensation, and this acts to also ground you and connect you to be able to witness sensation, to be able to witness experience without reacting to it. So it goes like this. Make yourself comfortable. And if you like, you can close your eyes. And for a few minutes, and if you're doing this by yourself, it helps to have a microphone on your phone. You can record yourself just to provide a little bit of a listener, although that's optional. And you're going to describe out loud in real time what you feel, physically, maybe emotionally too. And it sounds like this. Right now, I feel my right thumb resting on my left hand. I feel my right toes curled up, pressed into the carpet. My left foot resting on the base of my chair, feeling the warmth of that metal and a little bit of slipperiness from the sweat on my feet. I feel a slight pressure in my chest in the middle and upper areas. I'm noticing some saliva forming in my mouth and my tongue touching the bottom two teeth. I feel a mild to sharp pain in my right shoulder, kind of rising up to my neck behind my right ear. I can feel my heart beating in my chest and radiating down my arms. I feel a warmth in my hands and the warmth in my belly as they're resting there. So just like that, you could go on forever, really, but just a few minutes of that is enough to connect you to sensation, to the present moment, without judgment. And notice that judgment and stories will try to insert themselves. Like, I feel a pain in my right shoulder because I'm on the computer too much, or I feel the tongue on the bottom of my teeth, and dang, I haven't flossed, something like that. So uh, notice those things, and then just return to neutral awareness, and don't get hung up on it. Just pass right through. So then the second stage is practicing awareness of your environment around you. And it goes like this. You can use visual, but you could also do sounds. Whatever your stronger senses are can be done, and you'll just describe things as you see them without evaluation, any value, any judgment. I see a purple dahlia that is withering in my vase sitting on my desk next to some green plants. The walls are yellow and there's texture in the spackle. I notice the light and the dark shadows on that texture. There's an hourglass sitting on my desk, and I'm having the impulse to turn it over to watch the sand move. I see a crystal orb sitting on a napkin ring with green colors and the light reflecting from the lights from the ceiling behind me. And like that, again, you can go on forever. And this is a very powerful practice because you can take it anywhere with you. And it's also a really powerful intervention when your mind is stuck or really carrying on with a lot of judgment. It can be used as an intervention. Like, oh God, that dress is ugly. Why would she wear that? And then I see a long flowing dress that's red, and I see blue high heels. I notice that she's looking around at many different things. And so you can describe what you see at the same time removing any judgment or meaning that goes along with it. And then the third thing you can practice with is reflecting and interacting with others that are caught in judgment or that are um, judging themselves or the world or others. And so if somebody is talking to you or going on an extended monologue, you can reflect back just what you hear, just the facts without any judgment. So they're talking about something and you might say, so your mom called you for the third time this week and talked about everything that was going wrong with her and her life. Um, Boy, like when your team lost the game, you were really distraught. You were hoping that they would win. You know, at first it'll sound a little corny or a little cheesy or a little robotic, and you don't need to go on and on. Just short things. Mirroring is another way of putting this. Paraphrasing works just as well. It's basically just reflecting back what you hear. What would a a, a microphone hear? What would a video camera see? You take on that impartial, impassionate role and you just describe it. And it provides an incredible service to people. It really does. It's so rare and it's so powerful because by you not reacting to their judgment, by you not judging them for their judgment, by you not adding your own judgments to it, it slows all the momentum down and it allows that person to just connect with what is real. What are they experiencing? And that's the path for them to connect to what their values are, which are basically what judgments are, just a tragic expression of an unmet need or a tragic expression of a value, as Marshall Rosenberg would say from nonviolent communication. So recognizing that every judgment contains this beautiful jewel of presence, of observation, of meaning, of value, then we don't need to hate our judgments. We don't fall into that trap of then judging ourselves for our judgments, right? We can just translate it. And starting with neutrality of physical sensation, neutrality of physical observation, neutrality of uh, the ability to listen and to translate what you hear, will create a foundation that really is 80% of coaching work, 80% of the value that you can provide to somebody, even if you're not in a coaching relationship, if you're just a sister, a mother, a brother, a friend, a stranger. It is an incredible service, and it's something that is um, that can really transform the quality of your relationships as well as the quality of your awareness. So please let me know how this process works for you. Questions, comments are always welcome, and I hope that it serves you and brings you closer to your true nature. Thank you so much.